Welcome to Biology Made Easy. In today's lesson, we are discussing how we are going to carry plant material from the land or water bodies to the lab. Well, the plant parts to consider, we are going to look at the whole rooted plants we want to carry, vegetative parts, flower, pollen grains, fruits and seeds. Well, to carry rooted plant from land, you have your black polythene bag, load it with soil, uproot the plant, put it in, put your label, and put it into containers. So we have our rooted plants in containers and we go to the lab. Vegetative parts, we have a polythene bag. We wet the polythene bag as much as possible. You have your plant vegetative parts labeled with a plastic tag with a permanent marker. So we label it. This one too is labeled. We have our polythene bag wet to keep the whole plant moist. We have our bag with our plant material and we go to the lab. As land plants, we are carrying the vegetative part to the lab. Then we have a flower to transport. We can put the flower into a plastic container, put it in water, part of it in water, that's the part of the vegetative part is carrying with water. Wet your polythene bag, put the whole plant in, supported in a polythene bag. This bag is wet, all to keep the plant moist to prevent drying out. And we go. This can be one way. We can also have our flower in a polythene bag, and this flower we want to keep it dry because we need the pollen grains, and so we keep it here in a small polythene bag dry and we go. We can have smaller polythene bags, and if we really need the pollen grains, we can have a small polythene bag and put the pollen grains in the polythene bag. You know, it will be easier if you have pollen grains in a plastic bag like this. It will be easier to remove the pollen grains, pull it with a brush onto a slide or wherever you want to work with the pollen grains. Much easier than putting the pollen grains in a plastic container. So it's easier to have the pollen grains in a plastic bag, small one. So our flowers with their pollen grains in small polythene bags, and then our brush to collect. We can also, in the same way, have our fruits and seeds either in plastic containers or in various plastic bags. And it should be plastic and not glass containers, because glass containers can easily break anytime. So plastic containers, plastic polythene bags. Now, what about material from water bodies? If you have rooted aquatic plants, the plants are uprooted with some of the soil, put into plastic bag, and it can be tied, and the whole plastic bag can be submerged in water. We are going to show it. If this is an aquatic plant and I'm transporting the whole vegetative part, the whole plant is submerged in water. Submerged aquatic plants, the vegetative part is in water, and calcium bicarbonate or sodium bicarbonate can be added to the water, that's aquatic plants, and the calcium bicarbonate or sodium bicarbonate will generate more carbon dioxide for the plants in the water. Well, flowers, pollen grains, fruits and seeds are transported in polythene bags the same way that you transport flower, pollen grains, and fruits and seeds of land plants. Well, this is what we have for today. If the lesson has been useful, please give us your thumbs and do kindly subscribe. Thank you very much. Goodbye.